Okay, so to find the standard deviation in this one, what they're expecting you to do is actually to do it in Excel. So I'm going to click on this Send Data to Excel, and then that should pop up an option to open it. And here we go. So I just clicked on the little thing at the bottom where it popped up the file. And so it's giving us these two columns of data. And so to find the standard deviation, what you're going to do is just come somewhere where you want to put it. Actually, let me go ahead and insert a column here. Actually, let me just move these over so that I have room for a label. And you can do this with your mouse, or you can hold down the Shift key and use the arrows. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to cut, and I'm going to just move this over here. And now I'm going to paste, and that's optional. It's just a way to get things out of the way so I can put some labels. So let me come down here, and my main goal is to find the standard deviation, but I'm going to go ahead and find the mean and the median while I'm at it, just so that you know how to do it. Okay, and so now I'm going to come over and find these for both of them. So what you want to do to get Excel to do one of these, you want to use the built-in functions for the mean, which they call average, the median, and the standard deviation. So I'm going to come up here to the address bar, and I'm going to put an equal sign. And then I'm going to put the name of my function. So for mean, it's average. And I'm going to open up some parentheses. And then I'm going to highlight all of these. And then I'm going to close my parentheses, and then that should give me the average. Let me come down here and do the median. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to put equals median, and I'm going to open it up. And I'm going to highlight my data, and I'm going to close the parentheses. So that should be median. And if you look at it to see if it looks reasonable, I think it does. And for this one, the name of the shorthand for the function, STDEV, that's the one we want. There's some other versions in there, but those are for a population. And here we have a sample. And so I'm going to highlight and close, and then I'm going to hit enter. So that should be my standard deviation. Now, a little Excel trick, you could start over and do the second sample that way, or you can highlight these and you can tell it to copy, and then we can put them over here, and then we can tell it to paste. And so when you do that, it's going to adjust the rows and the columns sideways. And so it knows to move everything over in the formula. For example, if I look right here, it says average C2 to C11. If I come here, now it's changed it to D2 to D11. So if I copied it downwards, it'll screw it up because it's going to try to move those rows. Now, you can make the, if you want to copy it somewhere and you don't want it to change the rows or the columns, you just put a $ in front of the row or the column. And then that should do it. So these two numbers here should be the two numbers that it wants. And if you want to change the number of decimal places, I don't know how many decimal places it wants, but you can format cells. And actually, I think there's a way to do it up on top as well. Let's see. Actually, if you just slide the column, never mind. There's several ways to change decimal places, but that's the simplest one for this problem. And so then just round to however many decimal places it's asking for. I hope that helps.